Hey everyone, it's Lauren from B105, and the Grammy Awards are just a few days away, so I wanted to go over some country categories and just let you know who I think is going to win. And then, of course, I'll circle back after the Grammys and see how I did. But let's start off with Best Country Solo Performance. I'm just going to go through these really quickly. Loretta Lynn, Wouldn't It Be Great? Maren Morris, Mona Lisa's, and Mad Hatters. Casey Musgraves, Butterflies. Chris Stapleton, Millionaire. And Keith Urban, Parallel Line. Again, those are the nominees for Best Country Solo Performance. We have a lot of greats in here. Loretta Lynn, I mean, how do you not give this to Loretta Lynn? But Maren Morris, she snuck in there with a song that's on an album that's dedicated to Elton John. It was a cover, so they must have a lot of love for this song in order to even put it in this category. Casey Musgraves is a big nominee, and then, of course, they absolutely love Chris Stapleton. But I think that they're going to give it to, I'm going to go with Chris Stapleton, Millionaire, because you just can't bet against Chris Stapleton. It never goes well for you if you do that. So I'm guessing Chris Stapleton, Millionaire, for Best Country Solo Performance. For Best Country Duo Group Performance, we have Shoot Me Straight by Brothers Osborne, Tequila by Dan and Shay, When Someone Stops Loving You, Little Big Town, Dear Hate, Maren Morris featuring Vince Gill, and Meant to Be, BB Rexa and Florida Georgia Line. My vote would go to Dear Hate, but the song has been nominated a ton over the past, few award shows, and it hasn't won yet, so I don't think it's going to win here. My guess is that it is going to go to Tequila by Dan and Shay, because that was just a monstrous song, and it's their first nomination. It's really the biggest hit out of all of these. Meant to Be is also a big hit, but I just don't think it's really country enough to win a country Grammy. So yeah, I think it's going to go to Dan and Shay for Tequila, Best Country Duo Group Performance. For Best Country Song, we have Break Up in the End, we have Dear Hate, I Lived It, Space Cowboy, Tequila, and When Someone Stops Loving You. We have a few wild cards in here. I Lived It, that's performed by Blake Shelton. We have Dear Hate once again, Space Cowboy by Casey Musgraves. Then we also have a Tequila. I personally think that this song is going to, or this Grammy for Best Country Song is going to go to Space Cowboy by Casey Musgraves, because that's just one of the best songs ever, but it's also on her album that's nominated in a ton of categories. And also, it's been like a sleeper hit. It was never, a huge radio hit or anything like that, but a lot of people obsessed with that song. I think Tequila will get love in other places. And yeah, I think it's, even though it wasn't a huge commercial hit, I think it's the biggest hit in the category. So I think that is what is going to happen there for Best Country Song. And then Best Country Album, we have Unapologetically by Kelsey Ballerini, Port St. Joe by Brothers Osborne, Girl Going Nowhere by Ashley McBride, Casey Musgraves' Golden Hour, and Chris Stapleton From a Room Volume 2. I'm going to go with Casey Musgraves' Golden Hour because it's nominated in the biggest category of the night, Album of the Year, up against a ton of pop hits and rap hits and R&B hits, and it's holding its own in that humongous category. So here, I think that it is a done deal. Casey Musgraves' Golden Hour for Best Country Album. If there were to be an upset, again, like I said, don't bet against Chris Stapleton, but I'm going Casey Musgraves' Golden Hour, and that is the category that I'm actually most secure about. The other ones, I'm guessing. I'm trying to use logic here, but I do think that it's pretty much anybody's call at this point. So let me know who you think is going to take home a Grammy Award on Sunday, especially in these 4 country categories. Then again, I'll circle back after the Grammys and see how terribly I did.